Yeah, welcome to this Skybird Wash TV interview. My name is Sylvester Bett. I'm the Wash Regional Delegate for East Africa for the working with the Austrian Red Cross here in Uganda. And today we're going to interview a special lady that I want to invite her to introduce herself. Welcome.
Thank you, Sylvester. My name is Placidia Vivarai, currently working with the Swiss Red Cross in Sudan. But before that, I've worked with the ICRC, the Netherlands Red Cross, the International Federation. So for the past 1.5 decades, I've been with the Red Cross. Today, I talk about operation and maintenance of wash facilities. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Placidia. Operation and maintenance of wash infrastructure. What excites you about the topic?
Maybe we should say what depresses me about the topic. I think I see that we have really not managed to reach where we want, which is sustainability of the wash infrastructure. And over the years, I feel like we are grappling around that problem. So I like to discuss about it, not because I have a solution, but because I think we need to find a collective solution. Yeah.
Great. Actually, wash infrastructure is a topic that has been discussed for a very long time. In your experience, what is this that has depressed you so that you would like to talk about this topic?
So I have seen that over the years, we continue to be doing the same thing and trying to resolve the same problem of saying, for instance, communities are not able to sustain maintenance. Government maybe is not able to ensure that also communities are able to sustain. And then on the humanitarian side, we continue to put in resources for the same problem. So I think it's just a vicious cycle. We seem not to have a proper solution. On one hand, we are also faced with in-between challenges of emergencies. Like, so when an emergency is hitting us, it's also kind of disrupting whatever system we might have put in place on operation and maintenance. So somehow I feel like we are forced to do the things that we would have been kind of, let's not do this for the community because then we are creating dependency, but we end up doing that nevertheless. So I have seen us repeating training of water committees. We repeat giving spare parts. We repeat all capacity building. So yeah.
Yeah, great. I think that's quite an observation from your part in your experience. Today, if you had a special power or special abilities, what would you do differently in this area of O&M for wash infrastructure?
I think I have observed also that there are certain communities that they are able to operate and maintain their systems. I'll give you an example here in Sudan, because I'm new here, but I saw some villages that they are able to dig their own wells. They are able to provide pumping mechanisms for their own water points. They are, I mean, they lack, of course, the engineering component. So in the end, I would say I see that they do a lot of bush engineering, but you see that there is a goodwill. They try to do things for themselves. And so the question is how to learn from those kinds of systems, what could be improved. Then on the other hand, you see communities that are maybe in difficult situations also, that they really don't have the means to provide for themselves, or they're always struck by different kinds of situations, conflict, emergencies, and so like that they are dependent, right? So if I would have powers, I think people, they have the capacity to pay for their services. For example, in urban cities, I would ensure that people are able to pay for services, but also that government is accountable to what people pay for. Then also in villages, I think I would also try to listen more to see what do people really want. I know that, for example, we have standards in WASH, right? Like to say this is the minimum standard. But I'll also try to see, does the standard really match what are the realities of the people? So not to be blinded by the so-called standards. And then from there, try to find a collective solution between communities, humanitarian sector, government. Yeah.
Very good, Placidia. I think that's quite elaborate. I think we need to get you an opportunity to be able to do some of these things. Now, for our last question, tell us something about the special attire that you have today.
This so this special attire, it's because I'm in Sudan. It's super hot, and so you have to find a way of being like looking good and beautiful, but at the same time taking care of the weather. So I just saw someone dressed like this, and I admired it. I was like, oh, why not? Let's do it.
Absolutely remarkable. Thank you very much for that interview. Great.
You're most welcome.